Welcome to Nashville, Tennessee, Music City, USA, and home to the Commodores of Vanderbilt, who hope today they will hit all of the right notes. This game today could be an inflection point for both of these teams, as each hoping to use it as a springboard to get into the top 25. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on last year's national champion, the Vanderbilt Commodores. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
And the Commodores have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw, it's Duff. Unloads to the wideout. That's caught. It's Moore. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Both of these teams right on the fringe of the top 25. This is a type of game that can help you earn some respect.
Absolutely. I mean, both these teams sitting right outside the top 25 have a great opportunity to get a good quality win and start to build momentum early in this season and see what kind of squad you're going to have, Palmer.
Both of these teams just want respect. They've worked so hard all offseason, all season up to this point to try to get that number beside their name. And this is the game. If you win it, you're going to get it.
Fires to the big fella. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Looking to throw on first down. He's going for it all. He's got it. They will score. Touchdown, Vandy.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lincoln. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Harris will throw. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They'll run it from the gun. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Off and running. Past the 30. The 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with the long run for the touchdown. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Looking to throw, it's Duff. Makes the catch. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Commodores come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He's got it. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes that Alabama offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking.
Makes the catch on the left. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable.
Turning it on!
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. Defense loves to show heat and try to confuse the quarterback. Fires to the right. Wide out trying to get it in. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he's going to bring this one out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Dropping back, it's Duff. Complete to the left. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, and these big fellas, man, they can run so well at their size. A lot of times you see these tight ends, they don't necessarily run around you, but so physical to be able to break tackles and then make those extra yards after the catch.
The give from the gun. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
And the Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's open on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted.
That is one the quarterback is going to want to have back. It's touchdowns or it's checkdowns once you get down to the red zone. You can't get too aggressive and greedy trying to fit the football into small windows, and as a result, QB throws a pick.
First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. Harris back to pass. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Got it in the middle, it's Edwards. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the 1st, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They'll try to run for it. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He'll haul it in right around the logo. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
Well, they needed a momentum-shifting play. Playing at home, they're able to get the punt return and take it the distance. Pollock, he made one guy miss, and it was off to the races.
Great job. Secure the catch, make the guy miss, get towards that sideline, and just use your speed and get to the end zone. What a great game-changing play, and this place is going bananas.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. One final play before the end of the quarter. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Harris will throw. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their head. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Steps away to find some room. Still running at the 40. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. The give to the back. Couldn't really get started there. Pickup of 1 to the 35.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. Quickly complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3.
And the defense, man, playing aggressive, playing uphill, playing in the backfield. Nice job getting penetration, getting that pass before it really even gets started. Nowhere to go, nowhere to run. Nice job by the defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Harris back to pass. Looking to scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Right? Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. You tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. And he's not going to take the touchback. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red. There he goes. Got him up for the 1st down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
A strike downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And that's what we players call a 7 route. That receiver ran it beautiful.
Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Duff. Flips it out to the back. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Commodores can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. The option look. And it's a fumble. Got a lot of room to the right. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. Touchdown, Bama! And they turn it into a defensive score.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A pair of top 15 teams throwing haymakers today. Let's show you the very latest. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 14 to Miami. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Looking downfield on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Moore. They finally get to him. A what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. The lone back's got it. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done, though.
And the Commodores line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Finds a man on the right. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And after a successful run like that on 1st down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on 2nd, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on 3rd.
Looking downfield, it's Duff. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield and he moves the sticks.
Hauls it in. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Commodores! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Going right to work up top. Working that left side now. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Harris will throw. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Commodores will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the 1st half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the 3rd quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the 2nd half.
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the 2nd half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, that's a big stop on this first drive. That's got to energize this defense. They didn't have a great first half. Let's just call it what it is. They could have done a lot better. But to come out, make some adjustments, get a stop on this first possession, that's a good sign for this defense.
He was working his way on the return toward midfield. They'll stop him at the 46. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
You know, that's a great job by the receiver on that curl route. There's a lot of receivers that finish the route and they just stop. And that allows the DB to close the gap and then knock the ball away. Nice job by that receiver continuing to come back to his QB.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the air, it's Duff. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throws for the tight end. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
All right, well, the quarterback's showing you he is human after all. Finally throws an incompletion, and not just that, after a couple completions back to back to back, almost throws a pick.
So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Man, that was going to be a bomb. There are a lot of NFL kickers that wouldn't make that field goal.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. It doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete on third down.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the third quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin him deep. The punt is headed out of bounds, and they couldn't be happier about that, given the danger of that return guy. Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The quick out. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out. Let's get...
Oh, he's got some space. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Big third down conversion, getting the ball to your running back, and he does the rest. This guy, I think, will get a lot more touches.
And you want to know why he's on the field on third down? Because he can block, he can catch the ball, and you can also hand it off to him, and he can go find the sticks and keep drives alive. What a weapon.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Right on the money. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Commodores are at the line looking to convert on third and short. That's caught. It's Moore. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time play.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
Oh, they're after him. Another incompletion on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Harris back to pass. It's complete on the right side. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll try the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll try to really get into this one. The punt is headed out of bounds, and that is good news when you have someone as dangerous as he is returning. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. starts the drive trying to go up top. Got his man on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Simple pitch, simple catch, easy little drag route right over the field. It's a nice timing route. You can run it versus man, or you can run it versus zone and have a lot of success.
The Commodores with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Crosses the 30. Still on his feet at the 45. Dashing the D on the right. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the 2nd level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Harris will throw. He's got him. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. Past the 20. Touchdown time. And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this dude has been a problem today. Almost 200 yards rushing, rips off another long run. He has been impossible to stop. They've featured him, and Palmer, I would continue to feature him.
Yeah, I would too, David. I think he's the definition of a running back that gets better as the game goes on. The more and more you give him the football, he just seems to get stronger. He seems to get faster. People do not want to tackle this guy for 60 minutes. He is putting on a show.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. To the air, it's Duff. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And this is going to fall on the quarterback's shoulders. You're in the 4th quarter. You're trailing. It's a close game. You are going to have to complete some balls. You're going to have to make some big-time throws in small windows under duress if you're going to bring your team back and will them to victory. Incomplete there, obviously, but expect them to continue to...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. Going for it all. He's got it down the left. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Caught. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it! Touchdown Doors! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
And that is phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing. Good decision by the quarterback getting it out quick.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Texas Tech is getting crushed today, and this is in front of a full house in Lubbock. That fan base should not be subjected to this. They're trailing by 24 to Miami. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, we'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Harris back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Makes the grab inside the 30. A massive pickup on that one, and they're in business at the 21.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. Working the middle, it's complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the back. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened. And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
Vanderbilt has the ball again, and here comes that Commodore offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial physical assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
And the Commodores can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass, it's Duff. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time, that's what forced the incomplete.
The Commodores come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Turning it on! Touchdown, Vandy! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience, and with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, that last trip, a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Here comes the heat. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
I think as a quarterback, you get in your mind before the snap a lot of times where you're going with the football, and sometimes you lock on it a little bit too long, and right there I think he did. He'd probably want that throw back.
Harris will throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Turns it on at midfield. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Now on 1st down from the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
When you're trailing in the 4th quarter, it's not just the other team, right? You're fighting against that clock. Nice heads-up play by the QB. He does a great job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and then stopping that clock.
Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Touch pass on the line. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It can happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Harris back to pass. Skips away from pressure. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
I just love the effort by the defense on this play. We're late in the game. It's in the fourth quarter. Guys are tired, and they're not able to get to the QB right away, but they continue pursuing him, and they're able to get to him outside of the pocket. Nice job.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the fourth down conversion.
You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot.